Things like Caucamillish.
Caucamillish.
And nobody encapsulates that at the moment like Kneecap.
Looked me dead in the eye, and I goes, yeah.
There's no cameraman like your old cameraman.
I'm not saying we're just saying. I'm not saying we're just saying. I'm not saying we're just saying. I'm not saying we're just.
Yeah, this feels weird, man, because I haven't done it so long.
It's been a while. Yeah. Hi, Kate.
Hi guys.
How are you?
Sorry.
Great, how are you?
All good.
Good, yeah.
Good to see you.
How's it been since I've seen you last? I've seen you both today. How have you both been? Little life update?
What's the life update?
Doing loads of barbecuing.
Doris doing loads of barbecuing.
That's about it. On my
I'm doing
side,
loads
really.
of nothing, really. Yeah.
You got some decks today, though.
Got some decks
Got
today,
some
yeah,
decks
so we'll
today,
try that out.
right? Some pioneers.
Out of work at the moment, so injured arm, like, so.
Yeah, injured arm, so I get a few decks, like, you know what I mean?
That's just a bit of finger movement, so.
Keep
Little
the
hand
shoulder
movement,
down.
like,
Yeah.
It's rehab, if anything.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah.
Dead on.
So it's the end of the summer.
Mm-hmm.
And there was a couple of different themed ideas I was thinking we could do, but we'll probably be into autumn by the time this is out.
Shots at the editor there. Fucking Jesus.
It actually wasn't intentional, but today's podcast was actually going to be on festivals.
Oh,
Yeah, nice.
So we're being told straight up.
No, it was going to be about festivals. So that might come in the
Absolutely,
future at some stage. But today instead, we're doing something that isn't necessarily topical.
Not
Okay.
Not
yeah.
topical. It's more of a general idea. So I'm not even going to ask you.
Umami,
I'm not even going to ask you if you have any guesses because I think it's a bit too vague. But do you want to try
Okay.
guess?
No.
do you have any hints, like, or do you have hints prepared, like? Because if you don't, it's fine. We don't need to. But
No.
okay,
No.
so
try, man.
let's
No.
go on. Yeah.
Yeah, we're good with that.
So, do you have any hints? No. Today's topic is Ireland is so hot right now.
Ireland is so hot right now.
What do you think it's about? Ireland so hot right now.
Is it just loads of talented people coming out of Ireland, like?
Yeah, pretty much. So I think online there's a lot of discourse around the rise of Ireland being cool, in particular with
Ireland was always
A
cool, though, no?
rise. Yeah, it was like a rise.
Yeah, but we've been
No,
cool
we're
for
always
ages.
big-
maybe it's a reprise. Maybe
A reprise. It's coming back.
it's coming
We're in a
back.
good era, like.
Yeah, we're in a good era essentially, and I think that all comes from, as you were saying, Owen, like the talent coming out of Ireland at the moment is globally kind of being felt.
Yeah.
So, any ideas of who that could be and who's included in that?
Hosier.
Yeah.
Fontaine's DC, I'd say. The murder capital, I'd say.
Kneecap.
Kneecap, obviously huge, yeah. Kojak.
Kojak. Yeah. Very
fair.
well. Dermot.
Oh, Dermot,
Dermot,
yeah,
right?
Dermot,
Yeah.
Big DK, man, Donkey Kong.
Yeah, absolutely. Who I've listed here is like Kneecap, Mary Wallopers are getting bigger.
Yeah.
CMAT is getting
CMAT's
really
huge,
popular.
to be fair, yeah.
CMAT's huge.
And I think the type of talent that's coming out of Ireland at the moment is considered cool. So when you think of Kneecap, you think of CMAT as opposed to like Westlife and
I know what you're saying,
You know, it's like-
What would you have thought? I don't know. Didn't we always have sort of cool artists even back
Like who,
then?
like?
Sinead O'Connor, I guess.
Sinead O'Connor's kind of cool,
Yeah,
yeah.
but then, no, like
She's more like
the
righteous,
gap
though, you know
between-
what I mean? She's cool, like, but righteous, you know what I mean?
You could say
R.I.P.
the same about Kneecap, I guess, couldn't you?
Yeah, that's true too, yeah. Same
but
sort
most,
of vibe, yeah.
I don't know,
fair
I think
enough.
a lot of Irish artists are in particularly, they're very vocal politically.
Okay, let's
like
but who's not cool? Who would you say is not cool? Like, were Westlife cool, like, in their time?
Bono.
Yeah, but Bono, yeah, but was he cool
In
at
his
the time?
day,
Yeah,
was,
when U2 came out first,
yeah,
was
they
it
were
like...
the shit, man.
Yeah,
Like,
exactly, like,
if
Joe.
we were fucking growing up, listening
Yeah,
to you,
you'd be like,
you
do it
oh,
this.
believe.
Yeah, 100%.
There's also a note of how popular Irish acts are in Ireland as well. So like similar to that of CMAT as we mentioned, but like
Oh, because we used to hate him, right? Yeah, that's true. Like anyway.
who would you hate? Like,
Yeah, but like no, even like the way we still hate Bono, it's the same thing. Like, do you know, we all hate like, and people hate people doing well. Like,
you either die a hero or you live long enough to see yourself become the villain. That's
we just
Bono
hate
at the
people
moment.
doing well, like notions.
Yeah.
Just like fucking. Don't want people getting too big for their boots, like.
I think that's when
I
people
suppose,
become
yeah.
commercial Irish. I think that's the turning point.
See, I suppose what it is in a way is if you just like, if you become so popular, you not just get then Americanized in some way. So then it's like you lose touch, like, and that's what it is. But it's like becoming Americanized is like, you know,
I think it,
filling your boots, like filling your pockets, and it's just like then people start being like, "Fuck that guy," but he doesn't remember where he came from.
yeah.
A bit of that,
but
like.
I think overall we're very Americanized anyway. Like, do you know what I mean?
Yeah,
But then,
I know.
Like,
But
I
it's like,
suppose,
do you know
maybe
what I
that's
mean?
why
Like, you
people
get the
like.
American makeover almost. You know what I mean? You're like all of a sudden you're
yeah.
on camera all the time. You know,
Maybe
and you
that's
start
why
looking different. Like,
that's why like things
start
like
acting different.
Kneecap do well and stuff, like, you know what I mean? 'Cause
Yeah,
they're
exactly,
Very much
yeah,
like
yeah.
anti that, like, you know what I mean?
Outside of music, I suppose film as well has been huge for Ireland recently. I want to make a note of that as well. Like with
Cillian
when you're
Murphy,
thinking
yup.
Cillian Murphy,
Murph's by-
Yeah,
Paul
Oscar for
Mescal.
Cork, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Best county in Ireland, we won the Oscar.
Solidified.
Paul Mescal, Barry Keoghan, Andrew Scott are all very
Yeah, that's
hot
it.
They're all
actors.
hot at the moment, aren't they? Yeah.
And then if you were to go a little bit further into that, then in terms of like Irish culture around Irish art at the moment, you think of like Bobby Fingers.
Bobby Fingers.
Bobby
the
Fingers,
man,
yeah.
man. Bobby Fingers is a man.
Bobby
If you haven't
Fingers
seen Bobby Fingers,
unbelievable.
watch Bobby Fingers,
So
man.
good. So good.
It's a revelation, I think, man.
Then the Rubber Bandits, like the Blind Boy podcast is huge, and that's all centred actually through an Irish lens a lot of the time.
Yeah. Blind was also the man, respect to Blind Boy.
Shout out Blind Boy, yeah, to be fair. The Ether of Cork by.
Good times, yeah.
What was the tee up to that?
Oh, we're just talking about talent, yeah.
Just talent
In general. And how talent is cool, and cool is also quite controversial at the moment.
Yeah.
I guess there's a big rise in cool as being outspoken and kind of pushing boundaries and being open about what your thoughts are. And nobody encapsulates that at the moment like Kneecap. So what do you know about Kneecap?
Personally,
That's not a lot.
fuck all, man.
Just the two boys, like, do you know what I mean? From Belfast, do you know what I mean? I know what I know from the movie, really, like. I wouldn't have known much about them other than I would have known their music a bit, like, before the movie.
So you've seen the film.
I've seen the film, yeah.
Jordan?
I have not seen the film. I want to see the film. I've seen
Yeah,
the
yeah.
trailer for the
Everyone should see that film, but that's decent.
So there's actually 3 members of Kneecap. Makara,
yeah.
Mowgli Bap and DJ Provi.
DJ
Or
Provi.
Oh,
Provi, come on now. Sorry, guys. We're learning.
And they started out in West Belfast in 2017. So I just put in here as a special interest, their Instagram handle is Kneecap32, which I thought was quite funny.
Nice.
In terms of 30
Yeah.
They've debuted the first documentary in Irish at Sundance Festival, and it was the first time Irish was ever spoken on the Jimmy Fallon show.
Nice.
That's interesting.
That's pretty cool. Were they on Jimmy Fallon show, were they?
They
Yeah,
were,
they
yeah.
were.
Oh, interesting.
They
I
were.
checked that out.
I did
That's
see that.
hilarious. That's
Yeah,
good
let's
crack.
talking about being Americanized. There's no more Americanized than fucking Jimmy Fallon, boy. Like, do you know what I mean? Gee, like, go on it. Anyway, sorry.
No, not at all. So they were asked actually at the Jimmy Fallon show not to wear anything pro-Palestinian.
Oh, yeah. They did this in the Late Late show, too. Did they do it? Did they play the Palestinian?
They wore the little watermelon badges, and DJ Provi wore like a Palestinian football jersey.
Oh, nice.
Yeah.
Then
Shout out
I
to
think
the boys.
they
Boys are
wore.
class.
I think they wore jerseys on.
The Late Late as well.
Yeah.
Have you heard their recent interview with Pat Kenny?
I have not, no.
10 out of 10.
On the radio is or what?
Just snippets.
Yeah, on the radio.
Yeah?
So funny.
These guys are operating.
They're fucking.
Kenny
Nick
starts-
started watching more content on them.
They are hot at the moment, though. When they're like,
they're
they're doing the rounds. Like, you know what I mean?
tearing it up.
Pat Kenny starts off the interview by going, rap, sex, drugs, alcohol. And one of the lads goes, it's too early for me, Pat. So they started in 2017. I'm just going to give you a small
2017.
insight
Yeah,
into
way
them.
back then, yeah.
So they started
I remember hearing them in first round then, like, they played Electric Picnic. I remember the first time they played Electric Picnic and everyone talking about going to see them, like.
They started in 2017, a day before a march to support the Irish Language Act. Mowgli Bap, whose real name is Nisha, and his friend were spray painting graffiti in Belfast. They were writing the words Cearta, which means rights, like your rights in English, on a bus stop when they were spotted by local authorities. Mowgli Bap got away, but his friend didn't, and that became the inspiration for their first song, Cearta. Have you heard this song before?
I have not.
I have, yeah.
It's bop. They did it for the crack. That's what they said at the start, without any plans to kind of pursue a music career or anything like that. But it became immediately popular, but was eventually banned from RTE Radio na Gaeilge or na
Yeah, this is all, they just talk about all this in the film. This all happens in the film.
because of the profanities, which led to them continuing to make music and continuing to kind of loudly bash RTE in a lot of their songs.
Yeah.
Dead right too, like, do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Fuck RTE,
So I suppose Kneecap describes themselves as Good Friday Agreement babies. So kind of like we in our generation would refer to us as Celtic Tiger Cubs.
Yeah, see, they addressed this in the film too, which I was actually never. That was Good Friday Babies, or was it Ceasefire Babies? They said in the film. And I was like, that's fucking mad. I've never heard that term before. You know what I mean? Yeah, interesting.
So obviously Kneecap are controversial, and I think that comes with a lot of their charm, essentially. The LA Times.
Yeah. They're just funny fuckers too, you know what I mean? It's like they're controversial and funny, like, so it's like, you know what I mean? Just a laugh, like. You know what I mean? It's like, come on, the boys, like, you know.
The LA Times said that their balance between anti-establishment lyrics, explosive delivery and graphic humour with unrelenting charm is reminiscent of an early Eminem.
Yeah, I can see that.
Yeah, fair enough.
Yeah.
Okay.
That fucking hard exterior, like, we are what we are, and fuck you if you don't like that, like, you know what I mean? Yeah.
And this whole time we've been speaking about Kneecap, we haven't mentioned once that they rap Asquelga.
Yes.
Yeah.
What do you think the importance of that is? What's your thoughts on that?
I think it's pretty decent because I don't know, after I saw the film anyway, I was definitely like, I want to speak the Irish language now. At all times, like, do you know what I mean? Like, at all times, like, what am I doing speaking English, like, do you know what? So I feel like that's got a impact across Ireland, you know, that sort of feeling. And with their music, that would happen too, I would think. But whether people act on that, I don't know, but it's a good way of... I feel like people are giving up on the Irish language, and I wouldn't want to see it being given up on, you know?
As in, just like, you think people are just like, let it die, like? Or?
Yeah, big time. Like, I mean, it can still survive in small parts, like getting rid of it in the leaving cert and stuff like that, you know? It's just like...
Is it gone from the leaving cert?
I think you can opt out a lot now if you don't want to do it, and it's just like... You know, it's getting more and more.
What?
Yeah, I was reading about something today, but it gets more and more.
Not prioritised, I suppose.
And definitely, like, my brother Rob, anyway, definitely feels like he's just like fucking give up on it, like, you know.
Yeah.
Which I would hate for it to happen, like, you know.
I think, like, I don't know, I think it is weird to let go of it in schools and stuff, because then, like, it really is like you're letting a part of your heritage and culture go, like, you know what I mean? I think it is really cool, I suppose, to see it, like, actually on a global stage, like, you know what I mean? I actually find that really weird that it might, like, you don't have to do it for your
but
leaving
it's
or something like that, like, do you know what I mean? So, yeah, obviously I do have some feelings on it. I'm like, oh shit, man, what the fuck? Like, that's weird, like, you know?
Yeah.
If you're not, like, in any way taught it, like, growing up, like, then it's definitely gone for you completely, like, do you know what I mean? I think as I've gotten older, I understand, like, how nice it would be to be able to speak it better.
Yeah,
Do you know what I mean?
Like everything when you're older, right?
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, perspective. Like, you know what I mean? Fuck's sake.
Should have done that thing, like.
There's a link, I suppose, something I was reading recently about how Irish is getting a revival amongst young people in terms of the language, and you see that at festivals mostly.
Yeah.
So, like, you know, there's the Irish storytelling events that are going around that are becoming a lot more popular, and there's, like, Irish, like, a kind of Squelga nights in the city now and things like that. And I think our generation is realising the importance of it.
Yeah.
Because we're the first generation that weren't afforded the absence of it. So we're like...
Do you know the way to do it? You've seen the new Godzilla? Godzilla -1. It's in Japanese, and they obviously have an English dub too, but, like, wouldn't it be interesting if we, like, made some shit like that, like, where you could obviously choose to watch it in English or have, like, an Irish dub on it as well, like, you know what I mean? Which, I don't know, that could be kind of interesting.
Like,
I don't know, film, like, and stuff like that. Like,
just make dubs for things, or what?
No, but let's say not so much Kneecap, because that actually is in Gaeilge, like, do you know what I mean? So, but let's say Banshees or something, like, if they have, obviously they have a shot in English the whole way through, like, but if you had, like, an Irish dub version that you could watch if you wanted to, like, you know what I mean? It could be, like, an interesting way of, I don't know, I'm just having random thoughts here, like, it could just be an interesting way of, like, do you know what I mean? Integrate. Suppose, yeah, fair enough. Shoot it in Irish, have the English dub, like, do you know what I mean?
Not even making film in Irish now, just doing English. And
we just dub it.
Colleen Kuhn was huge, and that was in Irish last year.
Yeah, it was. Yeah, that
Yeah.
did the Oscar rounds too, didn't it?
I feel like if we watched enough Irish films and it was English subtitles, that you would eventually get much better at it.
Oh well, like
Do you know
to
what I
be
mean?
fair, if it was in Irish, I would watch it in Irish with the English subtitles. Like you'd mean,
But I think if you did a lot of that,
That's
if
how
you did a
I
lot of that content, you'd probably pick up more Irish, I would think. Because you at least understand the language to be able to
I
like
don't
translate
know,
and
but-
retain the information.
I watch a lot of Dragon Ball Z too. Like, and I
but
don't know if
like,
I'm picking up my Japanese, but
Yeah, but I think I would anyway, because it's like having a basis of understanding of a language, and it's easier to pick up what words mean rather than just absolute
100%.
nothing. You know what I mean?
100%. Yeah. That's how a lot of people learn English, like through watching fucking Friends and shit. Like, you know what I mean?
So we're going to do a little bit of testing of your own Irish language skills.
Oh, boy.
Okay.
And not just
Ordinary
language.
level, like, do you know what I
Yeah,
mean?
I did ordinary level too. Like,
I was banging German into my oral, boy. Like,
yeah, I know.
I still remember it was whatever I said.
that's
it was
the one thing, though.
Interessant. Whatever it was, I said it was fucking interessant. By it, she was like interessant, and I was like, yeah. Like she actually gave me an option. By I was literally sitting next to her like this, and she was asking me something, and I was like, oh blah blah blah, say interessant or whatever. And she was like, interessant. Looked me dead in the eye, boy, and I goes, yeah.
That is a problem, though. Definitely in school, is like you do get caught up thinking in both languages.
Yeah.
And
It's
like,
too much.
So
man,
it's like
yeah.
when you're not good at a language and you're speaking it, you're only translating in your head. So
Yeah.
then you're looking for a translation, you just get the other one. You're like, no, give me the other one.
Or you're trying to
I know what's
research.
in there.
You're trying to
Like,
recite something that you learned off. Like, you know.
yeah, those ones too. Yeah. The
Anyway.
old Trap Pictori, mate. Do you remember them?
Trap
mate?
Pictori.
Oh, boy, what a dose.
It's not taught very well. Like, do you know what I mean?
I just think they should just teach it straight up, man. Just teach everyone how to speak
How to
it
speak
and
it.
write it. Like, don't worry about anything else. Like,
Just speak it and learn how to write. Like,
Yeah,
but the speaking for
everyone
sure,
could be fluent by the age of 12, like, do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
It's just cut out all the, like, famine poetry and shit, man.
Yeah.
Don't need any of this.
Under the hot, no, that's under the hot or tree.
Oh, for God's sake, man. You're confusing all your languages.
I know.
Things like Cockamillish.
Cockamillish. Fine, that is
Brendan
something.
Gleeson terrified generations of the
boy.
fucking country
I'd
for
say
years.
if you asked
like.
every Irish person what do you know Brendan Gleeson from, their first answer,
Cockamillish.
it's Cockamillish, and then it's the other ones afterwards. Like, do you know
I don't even
Everyone's
remember. I don't know
like-
if I remember the other ones, but what?
She's a bit of sheer and stuff.
That's on it. That's on now, isn't it? I think that's on.
But I mean, general of all his films, like, it's just like, do you know what I mean? If someone says, what do you know
Cockamillish, straight
Brendan
up.
Gleeson from, straight away, I think it's Cockamillish.
Yeah. What a fucking traumatizing film that was, boy. They were like, all right, let's watch this.
Oh, yeah. Let's learn some
Just
Irish.
some
right?
random Monday morning, like, do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
You're fucking
Oh, yeah.
feeling shit as it is. They're like, let's run
But
coffee.
man, it was like that scene when he's eating the cake.
Oh, when you
man.
see it the first time, you're like,
But the scene when he's eating the
Yeah,
cake,
yeah.
I hate it so much. Just like
Yeah.
this close-up shot of the scoff at the
so
cake, and it was like
disturbing.
slurping the tea, and it was like, oh yeah.
But when you think back at it, it's a film about a man with like pretty severe impacting disabilities who this random able-bodied woman lets die.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Because
But-
she's
but then
control
they-
over
then-
it, right?
Yeah.
That's the whole point. She takes control, and it's not a good thing.
Yeah.
She's
But
fucking
see,
taking her life
yeah.
back. Like, you know what
Go
I mean?
get it, girl.
Get
Like,
it. Like,
and
do you know
then
what I
when you
mean?
see,
you take
and then,
that Taylor.
yeah,
like,
and
you know
then when
what
you
I
see him eating the cake, then you're kind of like, all right, like, you know what I
mean? I take it too.
I'm not saying it's the right thing to do, but like,
But I understand.
can see
like,
where you're
I
coming from.
understand.
Like, do you know what I mean?
I didn't like the way he ate that cake either. Like,
Yeah. Your reaction to it is outrageous, but I understand.
But I understand.
The
I understand.
reasoning.
Yeah.
Okay, so I'm going to list out a couple of Irish words. Very few. See if you get them.
Oh, yeah.
And then
I want to feel confident about this, but I also don't. I feel I'm going to get them all wrong. Like,
This is where I go. I'm from Bangladesh, but I don't. I know fucking that.
play the Bangladesh card, man.
so I'm going to list out a couple. We can keep going after that. And then I'm going to turn up the heat a bit.
Turn up the heat.
Essentially. Starting off nice and easy.
Right.
Bull.
Cow.
I went to milk.
I should let him try it. Ban him. Cross that off the list.
Or her car.
Oh,
That's an ambulance, is it?
It is an ambulance.
Oh! I'm fucking delighted.
yeah, straight in with the ambulance.
I know, yeah.
Saoirse.
Girl.
No, seriously.
Not, it's a girl's name.
Saoirse. Oh, God. These are such easy words, too, like. Saoirse.
Couldn't tell you. It's not like
Sarah.
evening or fucking something like that, is it?
I don't know.
Freedom.
Freedom.
Ooh.
Yeah.
All of your
Fairview.
ancestors roll like in their
Sarah.
I know, yeah. I don't even know Saoirse. That one word, mate. Sorry, Michael Collins.
Rivera.
Riovra. Oh, book. No, computers,
computer.
right? Computers.
Computer. Yeah. If I was to say "Oh my yeah," what am I saying?
Oh, my yeah.
Oh my God.
Oh my god. Yeah. Oh my yeah. Glushton.
Oh, yeah. I know this one, I think.
Oh yeah.
You know this one.
Fucking couldn't tell you.
Car.
Oh.
Yeah.
My brain just went, Ton Green, like squealte, the Gluck.
Oh, God.
Splitting its stones, mate.
Not doing too bad, so.
No.
Seriously, that was a bad one. Like.
Cunis Boher, Colleen
Banya.
Banya.
Yeah. That was
Tor Dub, on Coca Village.
Avocado.
Avocado. Gee, if we put a counter up here, I might be winning. Like,
yeah, you could be, yeah.
Tina.
Oh,
Tina.
oh, I don't
It's
know.
not a
I know
house,
this
is
one.
it? No, it's a shack. But Tina. Camper van. Do you know?
Oh, I should know this one, man. I don't know. What is it? Camper van is outrageous, guys.
Like we just said that the Irish for car is Glushton. I said Tina. And you're like,
Camper van.
camper van? Tina means fire.
Fire. Fucking
Yeah.
hell. How do I not know that?
Armala Cuddleta.
Something bag.
Sleeping bag.
Sleeping bag. Yeah. That's just to get us warmed up.
Oh, we're in trouble.
fuck.
We're in trouble. Come on.
Now I'm going to move on to some Seanfhocails.
Oh, yeah.
Do you remember what Seanfhocails are?
Yeah, of course. Yeah.
Jordan.
Like a limerick, like, or a little phrase, like a turn of phrase, or
Yeah.
okay.
Yeah.
Sayings.
Old words, like.
Sayings,
There's old
like
words,
Tall
sayings,
Green
yeah.
Squealt and a Glock, like, is that same or?
No, I don't think so.
I think that's more of
That's
just
just a line of
a sentence that you have to do.
That just said grade in there. It's like fucking someone chiseled that into the back of my head.
That was just like your bullet answer for any time you're asking questions in class. Like.
So I have a special assistant to help me out with this section. And I have a special assistant to help me.
I think I fucked it up.
Oh.
Go back to what I do.
We have a special assistant to help us.
Special assistant.
A special assistant?
No way.
Oh, we have a moon tour.
Oh, God.
Oh,
Do you know what moon tour is?
Teacher.
Teacher.
Unbelievable.
Okay.
Dia gwit lads agus Kate tá ceiste gom sa díobh, an bhfuil sibh ábalta na seanfhocail seo a astrúchan ó Ghaeilge go Béarla.
I swear to God, I just went through the fucking, like, fucking.
Great.
And it's like, oh, is it northern dialect? Is it northern dialect? I'm like, what the fuck?
Yeah, nothing worse when you get the North
boys.
boys. Nothing worse than you get the North boys. Same when you watch Kneecap. Like, if you see Kneecap, like, you're just like I can get it, but like, what are you saying?
Like, I'm glad for these subtitles. Like,
Owen, does that voice sound familiar?
Yes, that sounds like my girlfriend Elizabeth.
I will say I
I'm
asked
laughing that
Elizabeth.
she's on this. This is hilarious.
I asked Elizabeth to send a English outro, and she said, "I can't." She's on the phone to her dad, and she was like, "It's one of those once a month, 3 hour kind of chats. But I'll be back to prove that I can also speak English." I'm not Yu Ming. Remember that?
No.
Yu Ming? Oh, lads, blasted me. Never mind. Yu Ming, your man that did the Ming is Anam Dum.
Was it make a movie, wasn't it?
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's a short movie.
Is that his name,
basically-
is it?
It was a
Remember
Chinese.
the Chinese guy moves to Ireland and he learns Irish, thinks it's the local language, and he gets here, no one speaks Irish. That's a quality Irish film, to be fair.
It is.
Never
really
watched
good.
that. It's good. It's so good. Yeah. It's so funny. Just go around Chinese, like, go around speaking Irish, like, and no one knows what he's saying. It's so good.
Okay, so we're going to do our first Seanfhocail. Are you familiar with Seanfhocails?
familiar with Channel because I remember kindness in school, but like it's likely every single one of these I won't know what they mean. So let's go.
That's okay. For those that don't know what Seanfhocails are, do you want to?
I'd say you need to
Seanfhocail just means old words, right? So it's like sayings from the past or sayings of wisdom, like sayings of wisdom,
Yeah. Okay. So we have our first one.
Ní léon tíntán mar do híntán féin.
Oh, fuck, I know this one
there's no place like home?
Yeah.
There's no place like your own home. There's no place, there's no home like my own home.
Yeah. So there's nowhere like home, essentially.
Yeah.
Very
So
nice.
unbelievable. Next
I
one.
know, I know that, but I don't know what it means.
Remember we said house for Tina, man. You were sparking in there somewhere, man. You know what I mean? That was hot for you there, like. You know what I mean? You should have got that one, man. You should have that straight out. There's no camperman like your old camperman.
Okay.
Is fear an slánta ná na táinte.
Shlanta, there's no goodbye.
It's fair. I prefer what's the last part?
Is fear an slánta ná na táinte.
Cheers or sláinte, right? Yeah.
I see where you're getting at, though.
I don't know.
It's health is better than wealth.
Oh, for
Health is better than wealth.
So
that
cheers
makes
fight.
sense. I know.
Do you know what I mean?
So sláinte just means like good health, really.
Yeah.
Okay, next one.
Gíríonn Bert Bóthar.
Hit the road. Is it
Bert
hit the road?
Bóthar.
Gart, is it Gart Bóthar?
Bert Bóthar.
2 roads, like.
Yeah.
Crossroads.
So it's Geary and Bert Bóthar, which essentially is 2 people shorten the road. So, which means company makes the journey easier.
Nice. That's
2 people
really
shorten
nice.
the road. Okay.
That's
Geary
a
and
really
Bert
nice
Bóthar.
phrase.
Isn't it?
Oh,
people
Bert. See,
shorten
Bert
the
means
road.
2 people. It means only for people, right?
Yeah.
That's an interesting way of doing it, man. You don't say people, you just use the number and it means 2 people.
Yeah.
And there you go.
Elizabeth had a spicy addition here. She said, a classic for a wedding card.
Classic.
Okay.
Scá a chéile a bharan na daoine.
Nadina's people, anyway. Can we hear this one again? Like, or
Oh,
can you read it out? Or can you
Yeah, I can read it out.
Yeah.
Scá a chéile a bharan na daoine.
Scott Nikela.
Everyone the Kayla is, right? Everyone is like,
Yeah.
so Ska
Ska.
the Kayla.
I feel like I know what ska is, or I should know what ska is. Scott Nikela.
I don't know.
It's we live in each other's shadow. So people depend on each other, essentially, is what that.
Scá.
A bharan na daoine.
Yeah. Do we have a direct translation now?
That's we live in each other's shadow is the direct translation.
Yeah.
And the meaning is people depend on each other, which I think is quite sweet, actually. Okay, last one of the Seanfhocails.
An té a líon le madaí, I roigh sé le dearnaí.
Tea with the dogs.
Team with the dogs. Oh god. The Maji, was it Maji?
Maddie.
This is shocker. Read it out again. Come on.
I'll play it again.
Té a líon le madaí, I roigh sé le dearnaí.
A ruig shay.
Heroic.
Pops out.
Pops out. Alright.
Heroic.
I don't know how you're gonna have to tell us.
That's okay. So it is. I like this one. That's why I kept this one last. He who lies down with dogs will rise with the fleas.
Nice.
So meaning
So I was
is,
going somewhere with the dogs.
You are, yeah.
you are. The meaning is bad company brings trouble.
Yeah.
But I like the way that's phrased. He who lies with dogs will rise with
Is
fleas.
it Madri? So is it?
Maddy, I believe, is the.
Maddy?
Yeah, that could be
That's
incorrect.
good.
Could be Madry. So that's the Seanfhocails section. I'm glad you had some
Yeah, that
fun.
was good. I enjoyed it. But what did we get? 1?
The last bit of the section on the Irish language that I want to do is give you some phrases that you can incorporate into English. So this is kind of Irish slang that you can be slinging
word.
into your everyday if you want. So
No, I was just saying, I remember seeing on Kneecap's Instagram about what they call a joint, and I can't remember what it is. But that would be good. Yeah.
I have,
I think they use the Irish for pipe or something, you know.
yes, I actually have that. Sneesh is a
Sneesh.
word that Kneecap have coined. So sneesh, it's SNAOIS, sneesh. And it's actually the old Irish word for snuff, like tobacco snuff, but the lads now have reincorporated it as cocaine.
Yeah. The old sneeze. That's brilliant. Yeah.
I saw on
There's a bit of that
Twitter,
sneeze.
I saw on Twitter someone said, that's not
Sneeze.
Irish, that's
Mala
onomatopoeia.
Onomatopoeia. Sneeze.
Sneeze. That's good.
That's
yeah.
class.
Sneeze.
The next one is cabogue. So it's used to imply an unsophisticated or rustic person. They're a cabogue. Some bang a cabogue off him.
Cabogue. That means some cabogue.
It's some cabal. Nice.
Could be potentially used as cabogie.
Cabogie is brilliant because me and Louis used to say bogie, man. The cabogies.
Couple of
The cabogie boys over there, lad. You know what I mean? Nice.
Fantastic.
That's a good word, baby. That might get integrated, right?
And the thing is that
It's like a fucking new smooch to the nooch. You know? Smooch.
Sneeze to the niche. It's a great word. These are great.
and the idea is that people will ask you questions about what it means, and then people start picking it up. And
Yeah.
malaire. So it's more of an expression when you're like, no way. So it's like malaire. Like,
Malaire.
it's like the start of malaria. Malaire.
Yeah, and then he'd be like,
Yeah, malaire. It's a bit of malaire as well.
Malaire, boy, I got the malaire.
Bang a malaire out there.
I think what
I
we're
forget what it
understanding
means.
He's got malaria.
it's like an expression of like alas, or like, oh my god.
Yeah.
Oh.
What?
Malaire.
Yeah.
Malaire.
Malaire, like
Smooch.
Sneeze.
I feel like I know what your favourite is. The next one is raw mesh.
Raw mesh.
This
Isn't
sounds
that the
familiar to
brown
me.
feed
Raw
on
mesh?
BBC?
Yeah.
His name.
Comedian,
Raw
yeah.
mesh. And what's the other feed?
Raw mesh means nonsensical talk, or like rigmarole.
Yeah.
So like
raw mesh.
Raw mesh,
Yeah.
raw mesh,
That's
like-
definitely a word you remember from school. Yeah.
yeah, raw mesh.
Raw mesh.
Next one I have is slog. SLOG.
Slow.
Any idea what this one is?
Slog.
To take a slog or something.
Take a talk off it. Like.
No, or take a
Take off
drink
that
off
way.
it. Like,
Take a sup or
Nice.
a toke. People are also saying slog.
Yeah. Take talks
that's a
off
good
that.
one, babe.
Slog off that.
Give it a
Sneeze.
slog. Couple of slogs and a sneeze. Like.
Few sloggy sneezes, man.
Yeah. Go out to the boys for a few sloggy sneeze, but
It sounds like tasty taste.
Yeah.
Okay, the next one is apologies for my pronunciation of this. Ponconach. Ponconach.
Panconic.
Poncanach.
Panconic, yeah.
Ponconach.
Panconic,
Yeah.
yeah.
And this is traditionally just used in Munster. And you would be like...
langer?
No. Well, no. But it means an American.
a pancon.
But in a
What's
way-
it mean?
Panconic.
Like a Yankee. Like a Yank.
Like a fucking
Ponconach. Yeah.
Yeah.
So it's
All
not
the
necessarily...
pancons are everywhere.
Stop,
like.
in the burn looking at rocks. Panconic. Fucking.
Loving it, like.
Akushla.
Macushla.
Akushla.
Oh, Akushla.
Akushla.
The thing Clint Eastwood calls your $1 million baby.
Akushla.
Macushla is what he calls her, but
Akushla. That could be a good one. I hope.
Akushla.
What's that?
So it's an old term of affection from Akushla McCree, which means the pulse of my heart.
So it's
I'm pretty
pulse.
sure this is exactly what he
Macushla.
calls her.
It
$1
can be.
million baby.
Yeah, Macushla. He could call her Macushla.
The love of my heart, like,
Yeah,
or
the
the pulse of my heart,
pulse
or
of my
whatever.
heart.
Akushla.
Yeah.
The person you love, like your Akushla.
Yeah.
I think... What did you say?
The person,
Person
you love, like.
like, yeah.
I thought you said my old dove, and I was like,
I wouldn't say
Oh,
that.
flower.
That's not something I would say.
that's why I was so started. And then the final one is Plamos,
Plamos.
Yeah, Messer, like.
Plamos.
Messer, right?
or sweet talking.
Yeah, Plamos. Like, don't be
Plamos.
Plamos and me. Like, you know.
Charmer.
Yeah.
Charmer.
So that's the end of the incorporating Irish
Yeah,
phrases.
yeah. What did we learn, Jordan?
Sneeze. Oh, the last time when we were talking about the Acolyte.
Oh, that got cancelled.
Yeah, man, this is what I was meant to say, is that I'm... I was in and I was like, oh yeah, I'll watch, the next couple of episodes for when we record this next episode. And didn't do that. And within the meantime, it's been cancelled.
Yeah.
No season 2. So like that just goes to show what the fuck we know about Star Wars. We're all like, fuck yeah, boy, give me more of this. But no, like, do you know what I mean?
Bad,
but yeah, I don't know. But well, I didn't finish it. So
yeah, you didn't watch it. Like,
no,
really.
but that's the thing is, I want to.
How many episodes have you seen?
3, 4,
3,
4,
2,
3, 4,
2 maybe.
So that's the show. That's the show for this week.
Yeah, keep on sneezing out there,
Keep
guys.
on
Keep on sneezing. Keep on slogging. And watch out for the gabogie.
Smash.
Sneeze.